From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now, the latest news.
Kylie Conway has the latest news. The top headlines. News you can use.
Please stand by.
Sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling. Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Monday, October 25th. We are soaking outside, and the showers are going to continue for at least the first part of today. It's going to be cloudy with the highs. Early in the day, we've really already topped out at 60. Then we're going to be falling throughout the day with 50s for the afternoon. And there are some new tweets from several Colts players sharing their excitement about a rain-soaked victory out west. They head into next week's tangle with the Tennessee Titans now. A Colts Ring of Honor member says he was wrong to pick against his old team. Former coach Tony Dungy had said bad weather and bad footing would likely be to the 49ers' advantage. Now he tweets, Carson Wentz did a great job in the rain, and Jonathan Taylor was outstanding. Weather was a huge part of the story. It was so wet and windy that they even had to hurry up warm-ups to get the game in. With the field soaked, the rushing game proved very important. Jonathan Taylor had another 100-yard game, and Carson Wentz scampered in for a touchdown. Wentz went to the air, too, with 2 touchdown passes, including one to Michael Pittman Jr., to seal the win late in the fourth. News 8 Charlie Clifford has more from the team in Santa Clara following the big road win.
Good morning, and the rains on Sunday night in Santa Clara will not be washed away in the minds of Colts fans anytime soon. Somehow the footing held up, and the Colts' 2 second-year stars showed up. Jonathan Taylor over 100 yards rushing for the third time this season. Michael Pittman Jr., after his big night, already eclipsed his career high in terms of receiving yards for a season. The final player to walk off Levi Stadium's field on Sunday night, DeForest Buckner, a win over his former team. The Colts fans who stuck around through the downpour throughout the night, what a scene it was here in the visitors' tunnel. Frank Reich's team 3-4 and suddenly climbing in the AFC.
Just felt a confidence from the guys really throughout, even at times when we had struggles, right? You play good teams, it's not always going to go smooth on every series, but still felt a confidence, and then guys making plays at key time.
Yeah, it was wet, very wet. It was obviously a challenge, definitely not ideal circumstances and playing conditions, but we had fun with it. We made plays, defense made plays, and found a way to win. And this was a huge one for us, hopefully propel us into a big one next week.
I broke everyone down, and I said, primetime players make primetime plays, and Pitt was a primetime player tonight. Nobody said it was easy, but you love these kind of games.
We showed up. Guys had my back. Everybody showed up, on primetime, and got this win. I mean, it was definitely personal for me, It was all in God's hands, honestly. I mean, the last play, that's crazy. You know what I mean? You dream about stuff like that.
Darius Leonard in this defense, 4 takeaways, a new season high for the unit. Leonard cards his 8th takeaway in just 7 games. He's on an incredible streak. As for the conditions, what will the players remember down the road about this game? From Carson Wentz to Jonathan Taylor, they all summed it up with one statement. It felt like being a kid again, backyard football. Here this team is having fun with some momentum, heading into a big showdown at Lucas Oil Stadium next Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. For now in Santa Clara, Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
And this morning, families are eagerly awaiting a big FDA meeting. Tomorrow, an advisory committee will discuss granting Pfizer's request to allow kids to take their COVID vaccine. That means millions of children 5 to 11 years old could be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine in less than 2 weeks. It's ready to ship out the shots, Pfizer says. According to the company, its vaccine is about 90% effective against symptomatic infection in children. And the former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb says that shots could be going out to kids by November 4th or 5th. And a big week in Washington. This morning, congressional Democrats appear to be closer to reaching a deal on President Biden's massive economic and climate package. The White House is reporting progress after President Biden met with Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Joe Manchin yesterday. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says that she expects a deal to be done before Biden heads to Europe this week. Pelosi is stressing that Congress must pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill by Halloween before an extension of the funding for surface transportation expires. Republicans agree that repairing or replacing much of the nation's aging infrastructure is a must, but most oppose the so-called social safety net part of the larger bill. A new report says lawmakers will soon find out specifics about how planners of the January 6th insurrection used Facebook. The story in Politico quotes Representative Benny Thompson, chair of the Special House Committee investigating the attack. He says the panel is negotiating with the social media company to determine its role in spreading information ahead of the attack. Facebook's leaders are telling employees to brace for more bad news this week as information from a whistleblower fuels more stories about the company. And Indiana Congressman Jim Banks' official Twitter account has been suspended. The suspension comes after Banks tweeted about Dr. Rachel Levine becoming the first openly transgender 4-star officer in the U.S. uniformed service. Banks' tweet said the title of first female 4-star officer gets taken by a man. He says he is standing by his tweet despite the suspension. Twitter removed the post for violating the social media site's hateful conduct policy. Singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran will put plans on hold after testing positive for the coronavirus. The 30-year-old announced the news on Instagram Sunday. He says he is self-isolating and will follow government safety guidelines. Sheeran did not specify if he'd had the COVID-19 vaccine, but said he will be doing promotional interviews and performances from his home. He ended his post with an apology, saying, "Apologies to anyone I've let down. Be safe, everyone." The news comes before Sheeran's 4th studio album, Equals, releases on Friday. In California, there is relentless rain and howling winds, and they are not letting up. Near-record rainfall is expected in the next 24 hours. Downtown Sacramento is projected to have nearly 5 inches of rain in the 24-hour period, making it the second highest total on record. The big worry this morning is mudslides due to recent fires in Northern California. Some families have been forced to evacuate. Hundreds of thousands of homes are without power this morning. The cast of Friends is remembering a beloved cast member, James Michael Tyler. He's the actor best known for his role as the barista Gunther on the hit show. Tyler died from cancer Sunday. Jennifer Aniston shared a scene from the show on social media saying it would not have been the same without him. Courtney Cox posted a picture of Tyler with the caption, "The size of gratitude you brought into the room and showed every day on set is the size of the gratitude I hold for having known you." Matt LeBlanc also shared a tribute to the actor saying, "We had a lot of laughs, buddy. You will be missed. Rest in peace, my friend." Tyler was 59 years old. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2018. And we're learning new details about the deadly shooting on a movie set in Santa Fe, New Mexico. CNN reports 2 people who worked with the assistant director, Dave Halls, said that he faced complaints over safety and behavior in 2019. Reports say Halls handed Alec Baldwin the firearm on the set of Rust that killed the cinematographer and wounded the director last week. Halls is accused of neglecting to hold safety meetings while working on a Hulu series in 2019 and apparently failed to follow protocols of announcing the presence of a firearm on set. Halls has yet to respond to the accusations. Today in Indianapolis, officials say construction crews will start work on the Indianapolis Cultural Trail additions. The work will be on Indiana Avenue between Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Street and Blackford Street. Along Indiana, crews are going to keep moving those utilities. And also, South Street between Delaware and Ogden will have some construction. Along South, crews will be moving the utilities and using brick pavers to prep for deconstructing the median. Officials say that there won't be any impacts to drivers, maybe some minor slowdowns, but no lane restrictions. And the brand behind strawberry Pop-Tarts is in a jam. A class action lawsuit is demanding Kellogg's put in more strawberries. According to a report by USA Today, it's a $5 million lawsuit against Kellogg's. The report says it argues the brand is misleading consumers by promoting the strawberry filling, while the nutrition label says it contains 2% or less of dried strawberries, pears, and apples. The lawsuit claims the snack cannot provide a true strawberry taste with all of the other added ingredients. Kellogg's did not respond to USA Today for a request for comment. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
The News 8 Daily 8 is sponsored by LCS Heating and Cooling. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast on News 8 Daily 8 with Kylie Conway. And be sure to discover even more great podcasts now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.